Yes. Welcome to a full day of eating like a vegetarian. I'm going to quickly put this out there. I'm not going to claim through and through that I am a vegetarian. This is something that I have started recently, and this video is to show you, if you wanted to do a full day or consecutive days, etc., of eating like a vegetarian, you can still eat sufficient amounts of protein, and these are the types of foods that I have been eating to still be able to train well and recover, etc. So yeah, basically I recently decided that I'm going to significantly cut down on my meat intake, and yeah, where I can, basically just replace those meals with vegetarian alternatives. Yeah, I basically made a conscious effort to not eat meat at all, and maybe every now and again, maybe, I don't know, I'll see how I feel, but if I'm having a barbecue or something, once a month, once a week, whatever happens, if I feel like eating meat, then I probably will have a bit of meat. Like, I had a sausage roll last night. Don't ask me why I had a sausage roll. Actually, yeah, that's not very good, is it? Anyways, but I'm really trying hard. I had 3 sausage rolls, actually. But anyways, so yeah, moving forwards, today's going to be a full day of eating. I'm going to take you through my morning. It's not really gone to plan, I'll be honest with you. So, I woke up at 6. I normally wake up at 5, but I woke up at 6 this morning because, the reason is because, recently I've been going to the gym at 6 a.m. So, I've been getting to the gym for 6 a.m. But, this morning, I needed to do something at 7 a.m. and I couldn't do anything beforehand, per se. Woke up at 6. Meditated, was a good meditation session, just 10 minutes. Reading, 10 minutes, nothing too special. And as this is a full day of eating, I'll talk you guys through. So like the first thing I do is I hydrate. So I'll wake up and I'll slam some water. I usually do that like before meditation and a little bit afterwards, etc. Just really try to hydrate because I train in the mornings as well. So that's like the first sort of thing that I do. Yeah, meditated, I read, and this takes me on to the next thing I was doing this morning, which is not normal, right? So I decided to buy a testosterone testing kit. I'm just being like completely nosy and I want to know what my natural levels of testosterone are. So it's like 50 quid. I got it a couple of days ago. It came really quickly. And yeah, in order to do the kit, you need to do it in the morning, only have drunk water beforehand, and it needs to be done after 7 a.m. So I'm fucking waiting. Normally I'm at the gym, but I'm waiting to do this test kit, open it up and everything. Never really done it before. Essentially just need to like take blood samples and that. And I'm not gonna lie, right? So I don't injure easily. Yeah, really great English, mate. I recover really fast from injuries. That's probably a better way of saying it. So like I'll get a slash and I'll the next day it'll be gone. Like not literally, but I'm basically Hancock. And yeah, trying to take blood was fucking hard. Like they're like, yeah, do it on the little finger, and I'd done one little finger and nothing was coming out, and I was like, right, this is not very good. Did the other little finger because they give you 3 of these little prick things. Same sort of situation. One drop of blood and then my finger healed. So I was like, right, Googled, and it was actually like better off doing your ring finger or what's your middle finger. And yeah, basically tried that and still didn't really have any luck. Next thing you know, I've used up all 3 pieces of like pricky things. I was like, then, geez, mate, gonna have to fill up to the line. I hadn't even filled up a quarter yet. Was gonna like get a pin and try and like stab myself, but it was really weird and uncomfortable and I didn't like doing it. Got a knife out and I was like, what the fuck you doing, mate? So I've messaged them, haven't really looked at the reply, but I was like, look, at the end of the day, I've tried to give you blood and I can't even fill up 3/4 of the tube and I don't know what to do. So please can you send me another one so I can just like fail again? Maybe try my thumb because it's meant to have better blood flow. Anyways, that threw off my whole morning. Literally spent about 45 minutes trying to fucking get blood from my finger. Then I was like, screw this, gonna carry on with my day. Slammed a lot of pre-workout. I normally do 1 scoop. You guys will be watching it now. I ended up just pouring the rest of the tub in because I was just like, screw it, mate, might as well. It's Friday and I've just tried to give blood for 45 minutes and failed, so I deserve some more pre-workout. Took some more pre-workout, took 2 pills of yohimbine. Basically, yohimbine, I'm not going to go into it too much right now, but I'm maintaining my weight at the moment, so I shouldn't really be taking yohimbine, but I'm not normal, so I'm taking yohimbine. It just kind of makes me feel good in the morning, so yeah, I just don't ask any questions about it. It's completely stupid. I would not recommend anyone else to do it, but I'm doing it, so yeah, whatever. Went to the gym, trained, not going to show you any of that because I didn't film any of it. It's a full day of eating, and Jesus Christ, for 5 minutes, how the hell am I going to... Nah, screw it, whatever. Yeah, went to the gym, which takes me to where I am now. So I haven't eaten anything yet, and it's 20 past 10. Usually what I do is I come home from the gym, whatever time it is, and I slam a protein shake. So I'm going to have like my protein shake and my sort of meal 1, or maybe the protein shake counts as meal 1, like in a minute, like once I've done some work. I had to log on and straight away sort of like get shit moving because I decided to stay longer at the gym and prolong starting work, so yeah, whatever. I'm going to overlay on the screen right now. So my protein shake consists of usually around 60 grams of protein, a bit of this vanilla oat milk, a bit of semi-skimmed milk and some water, a bit of cinnamon and some ice. I shake it all about, I do the hokey cokey, I turn around, and that's basically what it's all about. Brain freeze. It's so cold. So yeah, so I drink that, slam that back, and I just instantly feel massive. And then, so that's like the first thing that I do. And yeah, usually if I train at 6 in the morning, I'm home by 7:30, so I'll have that shake at 8. But obviously today's different, so whatever. It's the same food. Then I have my oats. So I don't actually track at the moment. I just kind of like eyeball everything. So I'm going to track today just to sort of give you guys an insight onto the calories and stuff. And to be honest with you, it'll probably be quite good for me to see. So the next meal is like some oats. I usually just do like 3 of these spoons that I have in there. So don't really know how much it equates to. 3 spoons, cinnamon, salt, some sweetener, some chocolate powder, some PB2 stuff, which is like powder peanut butter that's meant to be less in calories, and I think that's it. I fill it up with water. If I've missed anything, then I'll put it on the screen. You guys will be watching it now, but I'm pretty sure that's it. And then I do it in the microwave. I add some banana, and it's fucking great. And then I usually top it with dark chocolate, but I'm pretty sure I've run out of dark chocolate, so you're gonna have to just imagine that. And then some peanut butter, and it's bloody amazing. And yeah, I haven't eaten it yet, but I know it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna eat it in about half an hour. But you'll be watching me eat it right now, so you can probably tell how amazing it is. Sick. So yeah, that was 7 minutes, and I'm wanting to keep these videos underneath 15 minutes. One time I was cooking chicken and it was pink, and I just thought I'd eat it anyways just to check if actually it's bad for you, and I ate it and I got really sick. Have good weekends. See you later. Bye bye. Alright, I'm about to give you the naughtiest piece of advice ever. If I could go back and tell my younger self one thing, this is exactly what it will be. It's something that people can implement early on, and it doesn't really take much other than walking to a local shop and spending about £1, £1.50. If you need a shit, take baby wipes with you, wipe with baby wipes first, and then use toilet paper, and thank me afterwards. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the pills that I take every single day. So this is a multivitamin. You can get these from anywhere, like literally anywhere. I'm pretty sure if you went to your local drug dealer and said, yes mate, can I have a multivitamin, he'll be able to sort you right out. These are actually my parents' big up. I need to get some of my own again. In this naughty bag, although it's not very naughty, it's just plain white, it's actually quite boring. Bulk powders, you need to sort out your branding. This is the vitamin D. So to be fair, the sun is actually pretty sick today, but most days it's not that great in the UK, so I supplement one of these tablets. I take 1 a day, that's all you're meant to take, so yeah, it's pretty decent, not a very big pill. I can do a lot bigger pills than that, and I have done many pills in my life. Next up is a omega-3 cod liver oil. If you don't want to take these, you could just go and suck a fish, but I don't really want to go and suck a fish daily, so I take these instead. And then finally, this is where it gets a little bit strange and a little bit weird. So I stopped drinking coffee because coffee makes me tired. I know that sounds really strange. Coffee has caffeine in it. It also messes up my stomach a little bit, but yeah, basically it makes me kind of lethargic, so I'm still addicted to caffeine. So ultimately, I need the caffeine from the coffee, but I don't want to drink the coffee. So what do I start doing? I start taking fucking caffeine pills, mate. So usually I have 200 milligrams in the morning pre-workout with my yohimbine. And yeah, obviously this morning probably had double that because I sent it, but fuck it, I'm going to still stick to my routine. I like to take caffeine before I go out and do what I'm going to go do on my lunch break now, because I pretty much do this every single day that is dry. And yeah, the caffeine just gives me a little bit more energy, and yeah, it's fucking sick, mate. So I'm just going to have 3 of these because that equates to 150 milligrams. Alright, so for those of you that know me reasonably well, will know that I play basketball. It's probably the main sport that I play. I used to play through all of secondary school, a little bit in college and a little bit in university. And yeah, basically since lockdown this time last year, started coming and playing on my lunch breaks. Pretty much consistently 2-3 times a week when the weather's nice, a lot more frequently now that it's sunnier. Okay, sick. Just finished up with basketball, half an hour, pretty naughty. Now the next thing I do on my lunch break is I come into the field to the side of the basketball hoops. It's really nice. It's usually really quiet like it is now. I'm the only one in the middle of this field, and I do 2 things. So the app that, oh God, I just turned on my earphones. The app that I use for meditation in the morning is called Headspace. It's really, really good. I'd recommend getting it. And yeah, there's loads of different types of meditations you can do in there. At lunch, I come and do a kind of separate meditation. I don't actually know if many people do this, but I think they do, because meditation isn't always about, like, in order to meditate, you don't have to necessarily sit with your eyes shut in one spot per se. It's more about just being mindful, being present, and focus on your breathing, etc. So basically what I do is I use this app. I'll put it up here. It's by Matt Fraser. It's called GoWOD. I got it a few months ago to work on my mobility. You can look into it, and I think it's been really helping. With my like deadlifts and squats, feeling pretty good and stuff at the moment, and it's only been a couple of weeks back at the gym. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is I do the 10-minute sort of protocol, daily protocol on that. For me, it's focused on my like back, lower back, and what I'll do is I'll listen to a meditation session. So yeah, at the moment I'm doing a program. It's not really a program, but it's like a course on appreciation on Headspace. I think I'm on day 3 now, and yeah, it's really good. It's like 10 minutes. Yesterday it was just a bit of meditation on just taking time to think about things that you are grateful in your life right now, and things that are good and things that you appreciate and people that you appreciate in your life right now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the 3rd session of that. Put my headphones in, do some stretching whilst I listen to it, be really present, and then afterwards I'm going to read for a bit, probably 20 minutes of reading maybe. I'm currently reading The Alchemist. This is a sick book, and yeah, I mean, again, just check out online if you want to see what it's about, but I'd really recommend reading it. I'm really enjoying it. Can't put it down, to be fair. But yeah, this is just like a really nice sort of like half an hour of just in the middle of my day to just sort of take a break, if you know what I mean. Yes. 20 past 2, we're going to move on to the next meal of the day. Probably the most substantial meal of the day. I've got all the ingredients out. I'm going to talk you through it whilst overlaying some clips. So essentially I'm going to start off by frying off some corn sausages. Those ones there. So like I said, I haven't been tracking. Today's actually going to be quite interesting for me to pretty much dial in the quantities that I have been eyeballing and to see if I roughly have been eating how much I think I have been. I have been weighing myself every so often and my weight has been maintaining, so that's a pretty good indicator to me that I am eating at maintenance. We're going to fry off the corn sausages with some olive oil, and also we're going to put some butter in there a little bit later on. Once I've fried the sausages, I'll put them on the side, and what we're going to do is 3 eggs. I haven't got the eggs out, but you know what an egg looks like. If you don't, then you probably need help. And yeah, so 3 eggs. What I'll do is I'll put some butter into the pan. Eggs fried with butter is just significantly nicer. Again, it's alright to have some fat in your diet, well, a decent amount of fat, and if you're getting it from butter and stuff, olive oil, it's actually not too bad. Dark chocolate's another good fat source, so peanut butter is another good fat source. Cheese is another good fat source. Yeah, so we're going to fry off some eggs, and basically microwave rice, put this in the microwave, and I'll add this to the eggs, and it makes a special fried rice, but it's not very special fried rice because the only things in it are egg and rice, which makes it egg fried rice. Once we've done that, we add some pepper. I'm not going to fry a pepper. I think red and yellow and orange, red and yellow and green and blue. Finish the song because I don't know the lyrics. Are good to eat. No, not green. Red, yellow, orange. They're sweet, not green. Green can go itself. We'll basically add it to the mix. Send it into the mix. Top with some mozzarella, half a mozzarella ball, lighter mozzarella. These are pretty naughty, pretty decent macros, high in protein. Get involved, Sainsbury's. And that's pretty much it. Probably top it with some ketchup, oregano at some point, and salt. I'll show you the end result right now. Overlaying it, it probably looks naughty because I made it. Haven't made it yet, but you're looking at it. Alright, so basically I'm laughing because I've just had a look at what this meal comes to. Obviously it's a pretty large meal. I knew it was a large meal, and yeah, you can see by the size of this bowl, etc. But it's actually 1,150 calories, which is quite a lot. 50 grams of fat and 50 grams of protein. Madness. But yeah, anyway, so that's the macros and calories of that meal. The reason why I'm filming this clip is because I always slam a glass of water before this meal and drink one with it, and then my meal later on I do the same thing. It's just a good way to stay hydrated, so yeah, chin chin. Oh, the one time I film it. Okay, sick. Good news, the people at Superdrug, i.e. people being people that work there, have told me they're going to send out a new test kit for me to try again with my blood, so that's pretty fucking sick, free of charge. Hopefully I can get it second time round. Anyways, I'm going to do some work. Basically, on Fridays, my real life job is usually a little bit quieter, so I'll dip in and out of it where I need to. Obviously, that comes first. If work comes in, I'll do that first. However, I've done pretty much everything now, and yeah, I mean, something else might come in this afternoon, but it's unlikely. It's 3:10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some work on my own program. I'm basically following my own 6-week strength program for 6 weeks, believe it or not, and yeah, I'm basically just using it to regain as much strength as possible before I go back into a deficit. So weighing around 167 pounds, as you saw this morning at the moment, I will be happy to gain another 3 pounds over the course of the next 6 weeks to get my strength back to as high as possible before bringing it back down again, because obviously with gyms being closed for 3 months, when I went back into the gym, I was weak as fuck. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting as strong as possible over the next 6 weeks, and then yeah, we'll see where we go from there, basically. Probably also going to look for some houses as well. Every day at the moment, I'm looking for houses in Plymouth and like somewhere potentially for me and Mo to live. The other thing that I'm going to do, so I've just finished that meal, is, you know, alright, so nearly 5:30, and the next thing I'm going to eat is 200 grams, approximately half a small / normal sized pineapple. I tried to make a conscious effort to eat around 3 servings of fruit a day, and yeah, I just really like pineapple. It's really sweet, and yeah, it's just pretty sick in general. So 5:30, then what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go for a walk. So I usually walk for about an hour after work. Today I'm going to call my sister, catch up with her, which will be really, really sick, and then I'll come back and make my final meal of the day. So where I go to sleep reasonably early these days, I'm getting up 5, 6, I'm still trying to get 8 hours sleep, so I'm pretty much sleeping between 9 and 10, sometimes I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's been days over the last few weeks where I've been asleep at like 8:45 because I've got nothing else to do in the evenings, and I'd rather just get up in the morning. For me, the 2 hours in the evening between say 8 and 10 p.m. or 9 and 11 p.m, they're just nowhere near as valuable as the 2 hours in the morning. So what I'll quickly do now is I will talk you guys through what my final meal of the day is going to be, because I know what it is. I will be able to put the macros here when I'm editing it, but I don't know it off the top of my head. So essentially I'm just going to have some corn chicken wraps. So I'll probably have 2 wraps with, don't know how much corn chicken, I'll eyeball it, but I will weigh it. 1 pepper, and then I'll top the wraps with the rest of the mozzarella ball and some barbecue sauce. And then I'm going to have 4 rice cakes with peanut butter and jam. I'm pretty sure I've had a decent amount of protein today. I tried to aim for 1 pound of protein 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, which means around 160 grams of protein would be ideal. So yeah, if I need to have more protein in the evening and I feel like I haven't had much protein throughout the day, then I'll have Greek yogurt instead of the rice cakes. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this pineapple. It's such a sick day, it's so sunny, I'm looking forward to going for a walk. And what I'll do is I'll catch up with you, we'll end this clip once, potentially tomorrow or something, when I've finished editing it and I can reflect on the amount of food that I've eaten and just give a bit of my opinion on potentially why it's actually quite a bit higher than I thought, but at the same time why I'm maintaining or have been maintaining my weight on this amount of food since the gyms have reopened. Alright, so that takes us to where we are now, the 26th Monday of April. I'm going to try and get this video up tonight, and I needed to film this final clip. So, I actually ended up eating quite a significant more amount of calories than I thought I was eating. 3,550 approximately, I'll put it up here. And like I said, I have been weighing myself every 3 days and taking a weekly average, and my weight is pretty much maintaining. I'm going up a little bit, so I guess you could say I'm sat just above maintenance. Now, in terms of the main macronutrient breakdown, 220 grams of protein, 402 grams of carbs, and 112 grams of fat. Now, that's way more protein than I need. I actually only need about 170 grams, so about 50 grams over there, which is insane. But anyways, it is showing you guys that through eating a vegetarian diet, you can eat large amounts of protein. Granted, the calories are reasonably high, but I might even just carry on, you know, because I feel good on this diet and I feel good on the foods that I'm eating. My carbs are still at 402, which is decently heavy, and maybe some days I'll just switch things up and have pasta or have some noodles and make sure I'm getting more carbohydrates in. But 112 grams of fat is also really high, but I was finding that in the past I always seem to eat less than 50 grams of fat, which is so bad. It's bad for your male hormones and testosterone and libido, and I said to myself, I'm going to see how I feel eating 100 grams of fat roughly. Obviously the 112, so far so good, I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, so quickly to talk about how I'm maintaining my weight on this amount of calories. It's all subjective, it's completely based around you as a person, how many training years you have behind your belt, how much you weigh, how much muscle mass you have, and your overall daily expenditure, etc. So for me, this was a training day, so I go to the gym and I train for an hour and 15 minutes intense. I've really tried to shorten my time in the gym and be on it with my sessions, and yeah, I haven't trained properly for 3 months like most of you who are probably watching this, so my body's responding really well to having this heavy training back in my life, and I feel like this food, it's just taking it and putting it onto recovery, and yeah, we're just sort of burning through it, which is really cool to see. I'm obviously playing 45 minutes of basketball a day, half an hour of basketball a day, which is going to have a big impact on my overall daily expenditure. And then on top of that, I'm walking for about an hour, sometimes a little bit more. So my daily steps, which I haven't really spoken about yet, is about 15,000. So take all that into account. Yeah, eating around 3,500 calories is pretty much going to be just above maintenance for me. So yes, we're going to end this video here. It's a bit longer than I thought I wanted it to be, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next video, which I've already got filmed. It's going to be a session with Josh and Cam, and we went to Pirate, and yeah, it's just an all-round large video that I know you guys will really enjoy, and I'm gassed to get it to you guys. So yeah, big up. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't subscribed, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed yet, then Just be a legend and subscribe, and yes, mate, I'll see you in the next one.